Hey everyone, today we will explain The Minute You Wake Up Dead, directed by Michael Mailer. It's about a stockbroker who engages with a hazardous conspiracy and is threatened by its consequences. Let's dive into the plot and enjoy watching. In a chilling beginning to the film, a dark screen peruses a Bible verse. The law requires that almost everything be scrubbed with blood, and without the shedding of blood there is no forgiveness. Russ, Cole Hauser, has gotten back to his little old town. A stockbroker who became wildly successful in the city has begun a money practice around. His new tip anyway went south and lost huge load of cash for many individuals. Including him, we see him entering the local cafe to frigid gazes from all, and dangers from a few. The hot server Delane, Jamie Alexander, he'd had eyes for since their school day, is the one in particular who is kind to him as yet. He's additionally leasing the house nearby from her and her dad. And afterward he begins getting a secretive unknown call with the straightforward inquiry, "Where will you be the minute you wake up dead?" Hauser continues getting murmured unknown calls involving the film's title as a danger to life and appendage. He tells the sheriff, Morgan Freeman, however the law is defenseless when the killer can't be recognized. Sentiment shockingly blooms with Delane until her wiped-out father is gunned down in the middle of the night while Carl was working a night shift at the burger joint. Russ suspects that he was the killer's arranged objective and that Carl Moore turned into the casualty because of the killer mixing up the two houses. Notwithstanding, that would be excessively basic of a clarification for this town. That is the point at which an astonishing number of layers start to unfold. We're then acquainted with some low-level criminals possessing the town, and a ton of the characters haphazardly choose to take a stab at being a killer to perceive how it fits. The one homicide transforms into many killings as individuals attempt to get a cut of the pie, yet more killings doesn't make things seriously intriguing. Morgan Freeman gives the film a few trustworthiness and uprightness as the town's sheriff, who settles the crimes outrageously rapidly. The characters are not generally what they appear to be in The Minute You Wake Up Dead. We get a brief look at this first when we understand that it was, in all honesty, Delane who coordinated the murder of her own father with the assistance of Lucius. Delane needed to ensure she got all the protection cash after her father's passing, which she wouldn't have assuming her father had ended it all. The calls were really made by Lucius, who was in this arrangement from the absolute first day alongside Delane. We come to realize that Lucius is needing cash since he has been constrained by two men since the defer in installment. What next? He begins to make issues for Delane consistently, continually undermining her to offer back his portion of the money. Delane, who is baffled at Lucius' behavior, calls him at her place that very night, letting him know that she has the cash, where she harms his beverage and kills him. On the following day at work, Delane gets a call with a similar message, "Where will you be the minute you wake up dead?" She is baffled and goes home to be at Russ' place. There in the storage, he tracks down Lucius' body. Russ shows up in the wake of meeting the sheriff, and when she asks her how his day was, he straightforwardly concedes to having shot him dead. He uncovers that the sheriff realized more than he planned to add, and the main way out was to pull off him. In a warm trade, a Delane takes shot at him, however misses his toe. She runs back to her vehicle and dashes away. Russ follows her through the forest, where Deadline crashes her vehicle. Russ attempts to check assuming she's okay and brings her body out. Right then and there, Delane shoots him lethally. However, everything isn't over as Delane gets a comparative call from Russ' right hand, who currently undermines her to park the cash, or probably she will unveil reality. What might she at any point do now? She illuminates the two contract killers who were with Lucius to move her away from this for eternity. At the point when the men visit her home, she isn't to be found. All things being equal, they both are killed while on out by her husband. The following day, Delane follows her vehicle and accidents it lethally on the way. However, similarly as Delane suspects everything is at long last finished, the police capture her her home. On the way, she separates. The Minute You Wake Up Dead might have been a trying and guaranteed spine chiller in the event that it had spent over a minute on its screenplay.